Victoria Winters has returned to the great house at Collinwood, back from her strange and frightening adventure in the past. Now she and all those around her are haunted by the terrible events she witnessed in the year 1795. Events which may change the course of history and forever alter the destinies of all who live at Collinwood. On this night in the Eagle Hill Mausoleum, a secret room waits for discovery, and within it lies the key that will unlock memory and bring the past into focus once again for Victoria Winters.
Vicky, wait! You're going much too fast.
Peter!
Vicky, I frightened you. I'm sorry.
Vicky, who is this?
I'm Jeff Clark. I shouldn't be here. I don't know why I am. I was taking a walk, and the storm started. You all right?
Yes, I am. It's just that the last time I saw Peter safe was here. Don't you remember? We were back in the secret room, there. You were going to Collinwood to warn them that Daniel was in danger. You gave me a gun.
Vicky, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Peter, you must remember.
I'm Jeff Clark. Now, will you stop about that?
I'm sorry.
Vicky, I'm sorry. Look, I don't understand any of this. I want to help you. Just this talk about secret rooms and guns. It bothers me for some reason.
Vicky, where is the secret room?
I don't know. It's somewhere behind that wall. Yes, I know now. One of those panels moves.
Which panel?
I don't know. I don't remember. I know that there is a way of opening the door. There is. There's a secret way.
Try to remember.
I've come this far and I can't think. I was right. There is a secret room. I didn't dream it. I was in the past. I lived through all of it. This coffin. What does it mean? Does it mean something to you, Jeff?
No.
Are you sure that you've never been in this room before?
Vicky, I'm sure if I'd been in a room like this, I'd remember it.
Then how did you know the secret way of opening the door?
I can't explain it. It just happened.
Well, there has to be an explanation.
I told you it. I was just standing there, and then suddenly I started to pull the ring. It just happened, that's all.
I don't understand. Julia. I'm not the only one that knew about this room, am I?
What do you mean?
You knew that this room was here even before tonight.
Of course I didn't. Why? Where did you ever get that idea?
Because you did your best to stop me from coming here.
Oh, Vicky, I don't know what in my behavior struck you that way, but you are wrong. Never could I possibly imagine that this room existed.
I don't know.
But even if I had, I had no reason to hide that knowledge from you, did I?
I suppose you're right.
Vicky, you found what you were looking for. Now let's go.
No. I'm not leaving now. Not yet.
Why not?
Because I'm beginning to remember.
Remember what?
Things that happened to me while I was here.
Vicky, this afternoon you kept talking about the secret in this room. Do you remember what that secret is?
I remember a dream I had.
Tell me about the dream.
It was Daniel. He was being strangled by Lieutenant Forbes. And then I woke up and Daniel came running in here. He was running away from someone who had kidnapped him. Someone who was trying to kill him. Yes, I remember everything now. This is where I killed Noah Gifford.
In this room?
No. Daniel ran out. Said he was going to Collinwood to get help. He ran outside, and I heard him scream because Noah Gifford was waiting for him. He was going to strangle him. So I ran out. I had the gun that you'd given me.
That I had given.
I saw Noah Gifford, and I warned him. I warned him to let go of Daniel, but he wouldn't. So I aimed it, and I fired it. I didn't mean to kill him. He just wouldn't stop hurting Daniel. I didn't mean it.
Vicky, you've got to get a hold of yourself. It's all a dream.
No, it's not a dream. And as unbelievable as it sounds, I know that you are Peter Bradford.
Vicky, I can't explain why this happened. Even if I wanted to be Peter, it's impossible.
It was possible for me to go into the past. It's just as possible for someone to come into the present.
Vicky, what about the secret of this room?
Secret. I don't remember. Unless
Unless what?
this coffin.
It has something to do with the coffin?
I don't know. But the coffin wasn't there when I was hiding in the room. I remember that.
It wasn't.
No, the room was empty. Julia, I was here for 2 days, and the room was empty all the time. There was no coffin, ever.
Dr. Lang! Dr. Lang! Dr. Lang! Dr. Lang!
What is it, Mr. Collins? Is something wrong?
Yes, very wrong.
Tell me.
I had the feeling that someone was watching me.
Watching you?
Yes. I felt eyes looking down at me as I was on the bed.
What else did you feel?
Something far more frightening.
Tell me about that.
I had the urge for blood, Doctor. I wanted to get up and run out of this place and go back to the basement room in the old house.
You feel that way now?
No.
Good.
But why did I feel that way a moment ago?
I don't know. I haven't completed all my tests on you.
What does that mean?
Until I've completed all my tests, I can't make sure how often or how frequent or how severe these relapses will be.
Relapses?
Yes, relapses.
You led me to believe that this would not happen to me anymore.
In time, perhaps it won't.
You mean you lied to me?
No, I was not lying. After all, you are able to function in the daylight now. I mean, that's something that you couldn't do before.
I am not an ordinary patient, Doctor. You know that. Now, you must tell me exactly what's happening to me.
Very well, I will. I'll tell you all I know. From time to time, you will feel as if you're slipping back to what you were before the accident.
But why? You told me that the transfusion had cured me.
I didn't say cured, nor did I mean to.
Then what did you mean?
What I meant was that your condition was temporarily arrested by the transfusion.
I see. Then I could revert to what I was almost any time.
Yes, you could. But the chances are very great that you won't if you cooperate fully with me.
Doctor, if you're going to tell me that you want to experiment and solve my problem, you're wasting your time. I submitted by mistake once to these experiments, and they were disastrous.
Mr. Collins, I can offer you something far greater than that.
Such as?
I can offer you a permanent cure for your condition. One that will set you free forever. Well, well, Dr. Julia Hoffman.
Good evening, Eric. May I come in?
Please do. Please come in. Delighted to see you. Yeah, won't you sit down? Can I fix you a drink?
Oh, no. No, thank you. I'm sorry to bother you at this late hour, but it is rather important.
Yes. Yes. It must be, but I thought that you could wait until tomorrow.
You mean you knew I was coming to see you?
Yes, I saw you this evening going into the hospital. You saw Barnabas Collins, didn't you?
Yes, I did. And what he said disturbed me a little.
Yes, I expected it would, and that's why you're here this evening?
Did you tell him you knew a permanent cure for his problem?
Yes, I did.
May I ask what it is?
I'm afraid I can't tell you.
Why not?
I have my own reasons.
Eric, I think I should know whatever plans you have for Barnabas.
Why? I'm his doctor now.
Well, he's your patient only as long as he stays in the hospital.
No, I think he'll be my patient after he leaves the hospital as well.
Did he tell you that?
No, he didn't tell me, but he knows that I'm the only person in the world who can really help him.
You really seem to have great confidence in this plan, whatever it is.
Yes, I do.
Eric, if you weren't so secretive, perhaps I could help you.
How?
Well, Barnabas isn't quite sure he's ready to cooperate with you. He doesn't know you well enough.
Well, he's entitled to his doubts. That's only natural.
Yes, but I could erase those doubts. He trusts me implicitly. If I think your plan is a sound one, I can guarantee his cooperation.
Julia, why are you so intensely interested in the welfare of Barnabas Collins?
Why shouldn't I be interested? I told you he's been my patient.
Is that the only reason?
Yes. Now, Eric, sooner or later, I will find out what you're up to. And when I do, and if it is detrimental to Barnabas, I will do everything in my power to stop you.
Thank you for the warning, Julia. Good night, Dr. Hoffman.
Good night, Doctor.
You're not only 3 hours overdue, but you picked the worst possible time to come barging in.
I'm sorry.
Who knows what she thought when she saw you come in this way?
This wasn't the first time she'd seen me tonight.
Oh? What do you mean by that?
I met her and Vicki Winters at the cemetery.
In the cemetery? Did they see you digging?
No.
Well, what were they doing in Stanhope Cemetery at night? Didn't they tell you?
Stanhope wasn't where they saw me. It was at Eagle Hill.
You went to Eagle Hill?
Yes.
Now, what kind of a fool are you? Can't you follow simple instructions?
I understood your instructions.
Well, then why did you go to Eagle Hill? There hasn't been a burial there for 50 years.
Listen, I don't know why I went there. I just started walking, and that's where I ended up.
So that means that you've come back empty-handed, I suppose?
Yes.
Well, then you can just simply go right back to Stanhope Cemetery right now and do the job and do it right.
No. I don't want to go there.
I don't care whether you want to or not. You're going.
Listen. I don't want to do this. It's wrong. You know what I felt tonight when I saw Vicki Winters? Rotten. Rotten and sick. And I was ashamed.
Does she know anything about what you're doing?
Oh, it doesn't matter. She's a decent person, and she respects me. And I want to go on seeing her. And I can't unless I stop this.
Well, you don't need to worry at all.
What does that mean?
Because you're not going to be seeing her anymore.
Try and stop me.
Now listen, you. If you have any idea of interfering, seeing any more of Vicki Winters and interfering with my plans, I won't have it!
What does she have to do with your plans?
All right, I'll explain them to you. Because Barnabas Collins is in love and wants to marry Vicki Winters. And if you stood between, it would make Barnabas Collins very unhappy. And I don't want Barnabas Collins to be unhappy. Do you understand that?
No, I don't understand. And I don't care about his happiness. And I want you to stay away from Vicki.
Well, I want you to get back to that cemetery right now and get that job done.
I told you I don't want to do these things.
Don't defy me. It won't work.
You can threaten me all you want. I'm not going back there.
Yes, you are, and I don't make idle threats.
I told you, and you listened to me. I'd rather go back to the sanitarium than stay here.
Why do you use the word sanitarium? Can't you say the word institution for the criminally insane?
All right, stop it!
But I don't think I have to threaten you with sending you back there anymore. You've given me a much better weapon tonight. I think you'll go to the cemetery tonight, and I think you'll carry out my instructions. Because I don't think you'll want Miss Vicki Winters to know that you're a murderer.